Hey there, this is Joker, and F125 is finally here. That is if you pre-order the Iconic, is it the Iconic Edition? Yeah, the Iconic Edition, which is what I did. When am I going to learn my lesson? All jokes aside, I haven't really played much of F125 just yet. But, this is what I'm here to do today. We're going to be playing through Breaking Point, the single player, or the campaign mode, I should say, for F1. They previously had two stories in F1 2021, F1 23, and now F1 25. And despite it being, like, not the best story out there, I do enjoy it when they add campaign modes into the F1 games because it kind of gives me a reason to check out the new F1 games. Like, F1 25 was kind of a disaster. Not F1 25, sorry. F1 24 was kind of a disaster. But anyways, let's get into this. Yes, we're going to play on hard difficulty. How are my assists? I think they're all exactly the same to where I sum up before. If you notice, let's do simulation damage because I'm a moron. If you've noticed something, my voice may sound a bit croaky. I've got a little bit of a bug. I've been sick for a couple of days. Anyways, let's start Breaking Point 3.
Breaking Point.
You know, the first time you see a car, your car, alongside Ferrari, McLaren, Mercedes, that's what it's all about.
Aiden, listen.
Between you and me, I don't think this team is right for me.
Callie Mayer becomes the first woman ever to win the F2 championship.
What about your dad? Has he called to congratulate you yet, Callie?
No. Next question.
Devon Butler now. Oh, that's not good. Oh no, Devon Butler spins. He's out.
It was his hearing. He'd been keeping it from us.
Done.
I think maybe he'd been trying to keep it from himself. So if Devon, your son, can't drive, how about your daughter?
Callie Mayer becomes the first female driver of the modern era to participate in an F1 race. Here she comes. But there's contact between the two Konnersport drivers.
Aiden, are you alright? It's just another Butler.
The two Konnersport teammates not exactly doing each other any favours this afternoon.
What is Aiden playing at? I thought he was too good for the team. He just had a bit of an attitude problem.
Enough! It has to stop. Understand?
I must take care of the business.
Pardon me.
Do you think he'll inherit it after I'm gone?
Well, Devon, obviously. I wanted you to fight for me. He never listened to me. He always listened to you.
You know what it's like to leave all this behind, don't you?
That's the most difficult thing I've ever done.
I didn't choose this, Caspar.
I've had an entire season of you whispering in people's ears. I'm asking you to leave the meeting.
You can't be serious.
This is not your team. And after today, it might not even exist.
Coming, Devon?
Yeah, I'm thinking I might actually stay.
You all know what's at stake. If we race as individuals today, the team dies.
I'm sorry, if I was ever.
I will forgive you on one condition.
What's that?
You get your share of the points.
Aiden's out. I heard.
Sure about this?
I'm sure about everything.
Is this a team order?
It's just not gonna make up that much ground. It can't be done. Just cruise it in, Cal. Trust me, you watch her go.
And to the checker flag for one final time. That is some race from Callie Mayer.
What an incredible performance by her today. Konnersport sure will be very delighted with that one.
Okay, so, prologue. Fresh off the nail-biting finish to their 2023 campaign, Konnersport head into pre-season testing in Bahrain as a clear underdog on the grid. However, the team under new management has been hard at work looking to prove their doubters wrong. Okay. Just go straight away in this. I did not like Callie Mayer in the in Breaking Point 2. She was just kind of a pain in the ass, honestly. Just, the usual I have daddy issues type thing. It's just dumb. But anyways, let's get into this. It is a very sleek looking car. Alright.
Well, here we are then, the final day of pre-season testing here in Bahrain.
It's been good, hasn't it, so far, Crofty? We've seen all the teams out there putting in the miles, putting in the laps, and we come away from it still not knowing who's going to be the team to beat. It looks super competitive as always.
Now, you're not wrong, Ant. Red Bull and Ferrari have looked impressive as expected, but it's Konnersport that have really been the talk of the paddock so far this week.
Alright, here we go. I hope everyone can hear me. The cars are a bit loud.
Really happy, but let's make this a big, strong finish, yeah?
Yeah, copy.
Right, let's get accustomed to the car.
New setup on the car here, so just use this lap to get accustomed to the changes, and once you feel like you're happy enough with everything,
DRS enabled.
It's at any time to end the session.
Here we are in Bahrain.
Great,
Pre-season
I'll leave it up to
testing.
you.
Okay, nice and easy down turn 1. It's a little wide. Ooh, a bit squirrely. I'm still not 100% used to the new handling model in this. It's different. Not that it's bad, it's just that it's very easy to throw the car now, by the looks of things,
Oh, isn't it good to
from
be back, Hayden?
what I've
missed this.
played.
Yeah, you know me. Just getting back into the swing of things.
Oh, I am, yeah. Still not 100% accustomed to control of the car right yet, hence why they're probably saying get accustomed to the car. I wonder if I should have the virtual rear mirror enabled. Probably not, it looks fine enough. There's a lot of stuff on the HUD anyways. Yep, there it is. That's what I was expecting. Yeah, it seems like, at least what it feels like to me with the new handling is that you can't turn the stick all the way to the left or the right in low speeds, because that will cause the car to spin. So I just got to keep that in mind. I did play a bit of the game before, played a bit of the time trials to get accustomed to the control of the cars. And I also checked out the new livery editor for the game, or the decal editor I should say, and whoever at Codemasters suggested to have like a decal editor like that, just thank you so much, because I actually really enjoyed creating my my own car. It might look a bit sticker bombish kind of, but I just love that I can make it my own car instead of it just being like, oh, these sponsors will be set in fixed spots. So that's very nice. Who's that ahead of me? It looks like a Williams, I think. So would that be Logan or Albon? Because this is 2024 here. Alright. Oh, it's out, Alex. Hey, Alex. You let me through? Ooh. So 135 to beat, okay. I've just been so focused driving on the track. This does feel nice, and it might just be me, but I feel like the game actually runs smoother compared to the previous F1 games. But yeah, this feels really nice. And the engine sounds aren't too bad either. Alright, 135. Is that gonna beat it? Just about. Return to the pits when ready. Okay.
Right, that's excellent stuff, mate. We're seeing really positive data from that run, so just when you're done, bring it back into the pits.
Copy.
Ugh. I'm never a fan going around those two corners. I always lose the car at some point there. Did it in F1 23, F1 24, and probably do it in F1 25.
Okay, Aiden, everything's looking good so far. Car's looking great, and so do you.
Ugh.
Yeah, this car is a rocket ship. You guys have made a beast right here.
There we go. Wondering as well if anyone's been watching the current F1 season and what you think of it so far. If I were to say anything about the F1 season currently, it's been a few ups, a few downs. The first few races, like Australia, you know, my home country, just great start to the season. That was a very exciting race. Then it led to China and Japan, which were not as interesting. They were super boring races. And then, of course, last week, we have Monaco, which was a snooze fest. It always is. Always probably will be, unless they make changes to the cars or just, decide to get rid of Monaco from the calendar, which I know they never will.
I've already told Casper, let the car run a little wider out of turn 4. You can really extend the track there.
I don't know. We're already pretty close to track limits at that point.
Well, you're leaving time on the table, sis. Just let it run a little wide. It's all
Yeah,
good.
but you're not the one behind the wheel, Dev.
We might be pushing our luck with the steward, so I'm gonna have to side with Callie on this one.
Ask Casper, he'll agree with me.
Oh, Valtteri!
Yeah, they're here now. Just give me a second. Devon, just a man. So we look through the data, and if we adjust the ERS harvesting rate, we should see some improvement on those turns.
Told you.
Right, okay, settle down. Got someone who wants to speak to you all. Right, they're listening now. Davidoff.
Good. Well, so, as your new team owner, I thought it only right that I check up on my investments. And I'm glad I did. Casper's just filled me in on the lap times. I just wanted to say, well done. I'm impressed. But Red Bull's numbers are better, so there's still room for improvement.
Well, now we know what we're up against. I'm sure me and
Callie,
Aiden could...
don't have time to chat. All I wanted to say is that I'm expecting great things from our drivers this season. We all are. Just don't let yourselves down.
And no worries, Dad. We're all over it.
Good man. I'll fly out to Bahrain as soon as I can. Ciao.
Well, he's right, you know. With times like these, we could be real contenders this season.
Yeah, I think they basically setting up for you to not like Davidoff Butler either, because he's just, a business person. He's all about business, all this kind of crap. Anyways, several races into the 2024 season. While still early, Konnersport have had an encouraging start to the 2024 season. A series of impressive performances have surprised fans, pundits, and other teams on the grid alike. All right, let's go.
We had an incredible start to the 24 season. Better than any of us could have imagined.
And do you think any of that was down to Davidoff Butler buying the team?
Undoubtedly. I mean, Davidoff had a way of pushing people's buttons to motivate them, as he would call it. Besides, both his kids were at Konnersport, so if there were any disagreements, which there were, he could be very...
persuasive. He would always get what he wanted. Why do you think I sold the team to him at the end of 2023?
Yeah, the facial animations are impressive. Yes, hello. You're the boss. Throughout the course of Breaking Point 3, you'll not only control the drivers, but also Konnersport's team principal, Casper Ackerman. During these visits to the excuse me, you can tell I'm sick because I'm flobbing my words. During these visits to the team data center, Casper will have to make difficult decisions covering a range of topics during department events. How you choose to respond to these events will have a direct effect on many things such as performance and reputation. They may even affect bonus objectives for upcoming races. Davidoff has arranged for a luxury brand watch, Eichenberger, to run an advertisement campaign featuring Dev and Callie and himself to promote their new product line. Excuse me. Eichenberger have been in contact asking when might be possible to arrange the filming. Currently, it would have to replace a pre-scheduled meeting about simulator data. How do you want to deal with this request? Let's delay. Hang on. Commercial ventures are vital. The filming will happen as soon as feasibly possible, meeting or no meeting. We don't need this distraction right now. We should be focusing on our performance this early in the season. The interest is flattering, but we must decline. The money is helpful and some exposure would be welcome, but for now, on track takes priority. Let's ask them to delay the shoot until a time that works better with our schedule. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Let's delay it. Between story events, you return to the hub. Here you can check the latest news, your social feed, emails, and even receive phone calls from other characters throughout the course of Breaking Point 3. The character you control in these hubs can change from visit to visit, each one offering a different perspective on life at Konnersport. Performance and reputation. From here, you'll also be able to check the level of your performance and reputation. These ratings will fluctuate based on your actions both on and off track. Gaining a higher level in each rating will result in a wider range of responses available in both press interviews and department events. Performance is largely related to how well you and the Konnersport team performing during races. It will be affected by things such as your finishing position or if you manage to secure the fastest lap of the race. Be mindful, however, that other factors outside of the race may also affect performance. Reputation is all to do with how well the media, fans, and the F1 world perceive you and the team. From appearing frustrated in a post-race interview through to outperforming your rivals on track, all of this will be reflected by your reputation level. Responding to your actions, news, social posts, emails, phone calls can all be impacted by your actions somewhere else in Breaking Point 3. These icons will highlight if a piece of content is present due to your actions, with each representing a different source from reputation, performance, on-track actions, or press and department event choices. You'll be able to identify how the F1 world is responding to your choices and decisions. Okay, what's going on in the news? I'm not reading all this, by the way. Oh, cool, my podium pass level increased. Can I just ask, does anyone actually buy those podium passes? Because I sure as hell don't.
Davidoff.
Casper, how's everything shaping up?
Pretty good. We're just about to go over the data from
Yeah,
FP3.
from Davidson.
I want to encourage Callie to adjust the brake balance. She's still locking up coming out of turn 7. And as for Aiden,
Good. Casper, listen, we need another strong Schengen in.
Of course.
Getting a great result in Ferrari homeland would show we're serious about making the top 3.
And we are, as you know. We delivered a good car this year, so don't we...
But there's always a better car around the corner. Stay hungry, Casper. Also, I understand my old friend Ernst has been in touch about a shoot with some watches.
Oh, Eichenberger. Yeah. But, you know, I can't allow it at this time. I mean, we're under a lot of...
No. Ernst is an old Cambridge chum of mine. It's important to me. It simply must happen. I don't want to go into why this, why that. Just do it.
Okay, I'll get it arranged.
Good man. Thank you. Now I've got some other calls to make. Talk later. Keep the pressure on.
So he still gets pissed off even though I just delayed it. Like, it's still happening, I've just delayed it because, again, like, I mean, simulation data for the car always has got to take priority. If you want to perform better out on the track and all that kind of stuff, you need that data to, you know, fucking hell. Anyways, go to the race. I know, like I said, Davidoff is a business thing. Select a driver, Kelly Mayer or Aiden Jackson. Apparently, depending on which driver you pick, the perspectives change on what exactly happens. I'm going to pick Aiden. You'll play as this driver for the rest of the chapter. You show 100%. Yes. A matter of perspective. Cool, I got a trophy. With the race in full swing, Aiden Jackson sets his sights firmly on challenging the race leaders. Okay.
What a great battle down the straight here at Imola. There's not much space between Red Bull and Konnersport, and there's contact and into the gravel. Jackson's off, Verstappen's unaffected, and he races on ahead.
Verstappen definitely benefited from that one. Was there room for it though? I'm not too sure.
Now, in reality, Max Verstappen will get penalised for that because the FIA are a bunch of stingy bastards.
Everything okay, Aiden? Not happy. Yeah, well, it looks like you've
Clearly.
escaped unscathed. Now head down and
Alright,
let's go,
finishing third, so I've got to catch up. Let's do it.
I'm already on it.
I'm not the best at F1, but let's see how it goes. Oh, signs. Ooh, there it is. Okay, I'm not sure I'm the biggest fan of how rewinding has changed. Yeah, it's very, very squirrely. What am I doing? Oh. Ugh, maybe I should turn traction control back on because I'm racing with traction control off. Just getting caught in dirty air, I think. Just got the overtake on.
Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy.
Just going within DRS range of signs. Oh, we already are. Just turn off overtake. Catch a max.
Good job, nice overtake.
Yeah, it's really difficult. Logan Sargent, of course. Logan, you. Alright, past Logan Sargent. Let's catch up to Max. Come on. Okay, yeah, okay. I gotta be careful there, because I think I just let on TXR a bit too quickly there. Alright, so we've got to at least finish third. Alright, come on. Let's put some overtake on. There you go, now we're chasing Max, that's better. I know my driving's not that good. LTRS. Past Max.
Great stuff. You hit that target.
Alright, now we've got to finish third. Or above. Oh, caught the car. Zhou Guan Yu, he's not an F1 anymore either. He's now a Ferrari reserve driver, so good on him. There's Callie, so I've got to get past my teammate. I don't use too much battery. Down the inside. Alright, let's catch up to Oscar. Callie, what the fuck? Yeah, you could definitely tell I'm still not used to the, yeah, the F125 physics. I'm still not used to it.
Okay, gap to the car ahead.
Yeah? Yeah, what's the gap to the car ahead? Okay, I guess Mark just gave up. Let's get some overtake in. Don't use too much though, otherwise, you know, that's not good. Stop there. Alright, come on. Chasing down Oscar. The man representing Australia. Jack Dillon was before as well, but he got replaced by Franco Colapinto earlier this season. Which is a damn shame. Alright, come on. Yeah, we're chasing him alright. Nice and slow. Yeah, that's I think I'm catching too much on the curbs there, and that's probably why the car's losing control like that. Alright, yeah, that's clear. We can catch up to Oscar here. TRS coming up. Down the inside. What do you think? Can I catch up to Checo before the end of this race? Oscar's there. Alright, so I completed that objective. Lost the car a bit there. Let's put some overtake on. You can see Checo and Leclerc battling it out. He's not in Formula 1 either, Checo. Got replaced by Liam Lawson. But Liam Lawson wasn't doing too well in Red Bull in 2 races, so they replaced him with Yuki Tsunoda. I'll give Alpine this, at least they didn't drop Jack after 2 races. Let's get our overtake on. I'll stop that. Yeah, I don't have enough ERS. Shit! Gotta start wasting so much battery. That one's a bit wide, but no biggie, no biggie. Let's get some overtake in. See if we can catch Perez at least. I might be able to actually. Yeah, I think this might be it. Down the inside. Ooh. Got Checo. Can we get Charles? No, I don't think it's enough. I don't think we have enough battery or... You know what? Let's let the Monegas represent his team and win. You know, yeah, let's just let him win. That's fine. That's fine. I'll let you represent it. Nice.
And that's a podium. Excellent drive. The whole team have worked especially hard this weekend, and that, my friend, is a fantastic reward.
What the heck is Checo doing?
Unlucky not to get more there, but good job, everyone.
Another good day for Konnersport today. A string of positive performances recently has seen them establish themselves well and truly ahead of the midfield.
Yeah, they're in the top 3 now, Crofty. A great season so far, and I've been really impressed with both
Nice job,
Mir
Charles.
and Jackson.
I don't think you're the only one there, Ants. We'll be watching their season with interest. Here come our winners now, a thrilling race and a tremendous...
I would skip this, but, you know, I guess they're part of the cutscenes for the campaign. Well done. Well done, Charles. Ah, shiny new trophy. Really? They're just standing there. Still using the same victory podium animations, but apparently they've got, I don't know what they said they had. I think they said they had like a guy in VR, like being like a cameraman or something like that. I don't remember. Yeah, George is behind us. Okay, anyways.
Devon, what a battle with Max out there today. How did you find it?
It's not about him. I relish being able to bring the fight to him. He's the best. It's always going to be a challenge. I think I relish to bring the fight to him.
Max for a reason, but look, I don't like how dominant he's been in recent years. You know, any driver should. We know he's a champion, but we can all compete with him. And if we can't challenge him more, then, you know, what are we even doing out here today? I think it's time that the rest of us start to change the conversation.
Excuse me.
So, yeah, I'm pleased to have taken the fight to him a little bit today.
You're now third in the Constructors. That's the best start to a season the team has ever had. So, what do you put it down to?
The team, obviously.
I think it says a lot about the team. You know, the engineers, mechanics, strategists, they've all worked tirelessly to get us to this point. And, yeah, we're working harder than ever to be as good as we can possibly be. And, you know, to achieve third place in the standings, I think that's a fair result for all of the efforts the team has put in.
Do you feel like you're sending a message to the rest of the grid with these kinds of results?
Definitely, we're here to compete with the best.
Absolutely. Well, that's why we're here, to take the fight to the big teams. We're more than just a new team. We're not just here to make up the numbers. We're here to compete with the best. And that's always been the case. And it's really great that the results are finally beginning to reflect that.
Thank you so much for your time.
Apparently those, like, lip-syncing things, that was all AI, apparently. So I guess good on them on that. Alright, Emilia Romagna Grand Prix post-race. Chapter 1. A racing incident between himself and Verstappen aside, Aiden Jackson puts in a fantastic performance in Imola, managing to salvage the race for another impressive finish for Konnersport.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yes.
Evan.
Hey, Dad. Just congratulating the guys on a job well done.
Yeah, there's no time for that. We all did well. How are preparations coming on for Monaco?
Yeah, I'm sure everything's in hand.
Listen, Devon. We don't have time to rest on our laurels. I want the race data analysed and the full diagnostic reports on Casper's desk before we begin packing down. Listen, you've dropped the ball on this one. You cannot take your foot off the gas, not when Konnersport is this close to success. I expect you to take charge. Show the team what a leader is.
Yeah, well, it's a bit difficult, that, Dad. I'm team liaison. Basically, I pass notes between departments. Not exactly leadership material, is it?
Devon, you have got to focus on the bigger picture. Casper.
Davidoff. Devon, can you give us a minute? Just need to talk to your father.
Yeah, sure thing, boss. I'll just go and liaise, yeah?
Davidoff, why so full on?
I'm just trying to motivate him, is all. He needs to stay focused.
Yeah, I'm talking about the team. They've just had a fantastic result, and you're... Just give them some space to simmer down, to celebrate.
Of course. You're right. But we cannot lose momentum now, Casper. Everything must be in its place.
What are you planning?
What do you mean?
I've seen that face before. I mean, whatever it is, just keep me informed. I don't want any nasty surprises.
I'm just looking out for my family, that's all.
Okay.
Bit of a hard ass, isn't he? Okay. Alright, he's ringing me. Ugh.
Davidoff, hi.
I missed you just now, Aiden. Some race out there.
Yeah, thanks. It was a decent performance.
Decent? It was more than just decent, Aiden. Those are the kind of performances that win titles.
Yeah, you know, that's what we're aiming for.
Exactly.
Oh.
And, I think
that'd be cool fun.
You know, you don't have to take me out for steak every time I have a good race.
Indulge me, Aiden? Callie won't ever accept, and I see far too much Devon as it is.
All right, Davidoff. That's very kind.
Oh.
Good, thank you. There's a place called Giovanni's, not far from the hotel. I'll see you there at 8.
Thanks, Davidoff.
Sure. Hmm. The next race is Monaco there? Eee. Okay. Alright. Next chapter. Chapter 2, mid-race. As the paddock heads to the picturesque Styrian Mountains for the Austrian Grand Prix, both Jackson and Mayer are hoping to maintain the team's momentum deeper into the season. Alright, I think we'll stop after chapter 2. Alright, here we go. Austrian Grand Prix. Passing, I'm guessing that's Checo. Voice crack. 11 laps remaining.
Now's our time to push. Come on. Copy that.
Overtake Norris before lap 13. Is that him in front of me? Okay. That's Carlos. Alright. Chasing down Sainz, chasing down Norris.
Use your overtake
Alright.
button more. It's time to utilise some of this
Yep,
energy.
you're right,
Come
you're right, you're right. Alright. No, still behind Sainz. Let's get some DRS and overtake him. Oh. What you doing, Carlos? Oh dear. He's got DRS, doesn't he? Norris is in first? Was he in first in Austria last year? I think he was, and he was battling with Max, which went well. Leclerc on softs, interesting strategy there, Ferrari. Down the inside, nice and hard, beautiful stuff. Now we're going to chase down George Russell. Why is it saying there's back markers? Who's back marker? Oh, Valtteri. Okay. Come on. I'm in DRS range of Russell, so... Yep, Max Verstappen and... Oh dear. I'm pretty certain that didn't damage the car. How? Thank you!
Green flag, we're racing again, let's go.
That was a move.
Fastest lap of the race, keep this up, well done.
What lap are we up to? Lap 10, so three laps I have to chase Lando. It should be easy. Alright, nice and slow into the corner. Slow on the accelerator, and go. Yeah, chasing down Max, come on. I know this isn't the best commentary in the world, but I'm doing what I can to try and make this interesting. Alright. Let me guess, that's Logan. Oh, Daniel! It's Daniel Ricciardo. Oh, he's not a Formula 1 either! Wish he was. Alright. DRS, go. Chasing Max for P2, and then I'm gonna go for Lando. Nice and slow. Oh. Oh, yeah. Turning the steering wheel a bit too much. Unless I got caught in Max Verstappen's dirty air. DRS again. Put the overtake button on. Don't know, that was a bit of a silly move going around the outside. But it is what it is. I swear I'm not holding the I swear I'm not pressing that hard on the accelerator. Maybe I just have to just go straight on instead. Alright, come on, Lando. Down the inside of Lando. There we are. There we go. Okay.
Some brilliant laps out there at the Red Bull ring today, especially from our race leader, Aiden Jackson.
And his teammate, Mayo, is making up ground out there as we speak.
An impressive overtake on the cards. Is it? Is it? Yes, it is. Mayo moves another place closer to her teammate in first.
Alright, now we're playing as Kelly. Primary objective updated. Win the race.
Yeah, Aiden is in first.
Can I catch him?
Let's go and find out, mate. Come on.
I can catch him.
Sad ego of hers. So they're basically just like, you know that thing you did before with Aiden Jackson? Yeah, do it again.
A gap of 8 seconds separates you.
Let's get overtake on. Around the outside of signs. Hard on the brake. Ooh. What happened there? What did I get stuck on? I have no idea what happened there. Just, well, I mean, obviously I crashed into the side of George. It's a very classic Max Verstappen move there, dive bombing. Let's dive bomb again. Past Charles Leclerc.
Aiden is 3 places ahead of you right now. The gap is 7 seconds.
Ooh.
Okay, gap to the car in front, 2.4 seconds.
So obviously don't stay on course for too long if you're at slow speeds because goodbye, the car will go. Is that 2 back markers? It is. At least I got DRS. Why am I using overtake on back markers?
Konnersport's out in front now.
Alright, let's chase down Max. Just out DRS range. Oh well.
You're catching the car ahead by a couple of seconds a lap now. Really good.
Thank you, Mark.
The gap's 5 seconds now.
Alright. Next up, Max Verstappen. Caught the car at least, that's a relief. Yellow flag.
Okay, clear.
Okay.
Aiden is 3 places ahead of you right now. Okay, 5 seconds.
Yeah, thanks,
separate you.
genius. Max, what are you doing? Okay, that was my fault. I gotta remember that Red and Beans, they're right beside me.
Nice move. Good job.
Got DRS as well. Haha. It's just me as the sky moving by very quickly right now.
There are 4 seconds between you.
Yep, I say that. Alright, come on. Chase down Lando. You know, one thing I think they should do is, because they had them at Miami as a driver's parade, wouldn't it be kind of funny if, like, they just had an update, like DLC, where, you can drive the Lego versions of those cars? I know they're the 2024 cars, but, like, that would be fun. Just saying. Alright, TRS on Lando. Down the inside. hard on the brake. Through to turn 1. Alright, coming for you, Aiden.
Aiden is directly ahead of you now.
Thanks,
That's
genius.
3 seconds.
Alright. Why do, some, team, like, engineers, why did they give you such useless information? Like, that car's directly in front of you. No shit!
And the gap is 2 seconds.
Yep. Oh, got a bit of gravel. Let's put some overtake on. Alright, slow down. That was a bit squirrely for that last corner.
And the gap is just 1 second now.
Yep, it's not exactly 1 second, but it's close enough. Alright, let's get within DRS range. I don't know where the DRS trigger is. I think it's... yeah, it's a little further back, I think. Yeah, I caught the car. I haven't even like checked the damage on the car or checked the tires. Probably no bother to, because this is campaign. I don't know. Thanks, Mark.
Less than a second.
I miss Jeff. Alright. Chasing Aiden for first. This is a fun circuit, the Red Bull Ring.
Less than a second.
Pretty fast, for one thing. It's just a fun circuit. Down the inside of Jackson. And that's the overtake. And we got DRS. Goodbye, Aiden. And that's it. I think we don't have to worry anymore. We left Aiden in the dust. Oop. It's a bit hard to commentate when you're in first place. Never stop, yeah. We're in the final corner, but it's not the final lap yet. We are coming up to the final lap.
Final lap, push, push.
Oh, that's right. Before I also played a scenario, which was from the F1 movie, because I had a preview of the F1 movie scenarios that they're going to add to the game next month, after the F1 movie comes out, which I'm looking forward to. I mean, it doesn't look perfect. Kind of looks a bit like on the same level as the Gran Turismo movie, but I'm still looking forward to it. Can't exactly help it, because it's, you know, some of my favorite things. You know, Brad Pitt's an actor, and the F1 in general, so yeah. But yeah, the scenario was nothing special. It was just 2 laps of Silverstone, where you have to get accustomed to the car, and then you have to beat the other drivers. I forgot his, I think it's Joshua Pierce or something like that. Beat his lap time, and it ends, spoiler alert, with Sonny crashing the car. And check a flag. There we go.
Absolutely awesome. Just amazing, mate. Well done.
Woohoo! No driver of the day? Okay.
In a league of their own today, and what a day for Konnersport.
It
Thanks,
really
Lando.
is, Crofty. There'll be people out there wondering when was this team going to slip up, but so far they haven't. It's been a great performance from both of their drivers.
And that performance puts them in second place in the Constructors' Championship within striking distance of Red Bull. Can they top the table? Well, with performances like that, I'd say they could. So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. And what a treat it is to see Konnersport taking the top spot. That's a well-earned victory.
All from the UK. They just stand there, which is just silly. Cheers, Aiden. Cheers, Lando. Alright, here we go. Oh, George Russell's being interviewed again. Okay.
Callie, congratulations on first place today. How do you feel?
I'm growing confidence with each race.
Thanks, I feel good. I'm feeling more and more confident with each race, and I felt in control from start to finish out there today. And this is exactly where we want to be, not just fighting for the podium, but fighting for the outright win. It just proves to me that I can be out there beating the best, and it proves to the team we've got what it takes to compete at the highest levels of the sport.
You had to go through your teammate to secure victory today. So come on, what was it like taking on Aiden out there?
No different to being anybody else. You have to be mindful not to ruin the team's chances. There's nobody else I'd rather battle out there. It's no different than anybody else.
Yeah, I mean, there's honestly no difference to me. We were following the same strategy, so there were no orders from the team, and that means anything's fair game.
What do you mean there were no orders from the team? Mark literally said, go for it, mate. Pass him.
The goal is to lap as fast as you can, and, you know, battling Aiden out there doesn't change that.
Well, today has moved Konnersport up to second in the table for the first time ever. But can you sustain this level throughout the rest of the season?
It's a long season, who knows? We're doing everything we can to improve further. It's a long season, who knows?
So. It's not easy out there. Red Bull are so strong, and we've yet to put any meaningful distance between us and Ferrari. But we'll keep working hard, keep giving it our all, and then who knows? There's a long way to go, and we all know how unpredictable this sport can be, so I guess we'll see.
That's great, thank you.
Thank you. George Russell being back there, he's the one that won the Austrian Grand Prix last year. Alright. A dominant performance from Konnersport at the Red Bull Ring has served to silence any remaining doubters regarding the team's current place amongst F1 elites. But with a target now firmly placed on their backs, how will the team respond?
Thank you for staying behind. Konnersport's flying this season, flying. We're one place behind Red Bull. But it's a long season. I won't be around for a race or two. I have a bit of business I can't avoid. So I thought we'd get together and make sure that you understand what I expect from you in my absence.
Okay.
Well, you said it yourself. We're flying, right? So we just keep doing what we're doing.
No. Look, if we're to catch Red Bull, take Konnersport to the next level, each of you is going to have to step it up.
Fuck off.
Evan, you need to take charge more. You're a butler, a man of action. You need to start acting like one.
What's Casper said about that?
Callie, in my absence, follow Devon's lead. No arguments.
Finally.
Casper will be calling the shots, as usual. But Devon speaks for me. Is that clear?
Sure, no problem.
So, when we reach the top of the table, Konnersport will no longer be the hunter, but the hunted, and every team will be gunning for you. So, Aiden, if there are any disagreements anywhere in the team, don't be afraid to step in. Casper is going to be coming under increasing stress over the next few races. I need to make sure there's someone there with a cool head, able to smooth things over. And to keep half an eye on these two.
We're running out of time.
Now, does everyone understand what I want them to do? Have I made myself clear?
Crystal. Of course.
Sure.
Good. I think we're done here. Remember what I said? You can close the door on your way out.
Alright. I'm going to pause here because that's where I'm going to conclude part 1 of Breaking Point. So if you enjoyed this episode, feel free to leave a like on it. And if you want to see more of Breaking Point, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell to be informed on when I upload part 2. So until then, I'll see you in part 2.